Today we're talking about what? Plunger of Love?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Is it Plunger of Love?
We're not changing it, right?
No.
Oh,
Right?
that's kind of silly, huh?
Oh, sorry, dude.
No, you're
You
good.
can just throw all that. Yeah.
You reading?
Oh, I read nonstop, dude.
Need new glasses, bro. I can't read anymore.
Let me see. Where's credit card? I'll tell you guys.
Sup?
what my
Yo,
credit
Yo,
card
what's
is.
up with the socks, bro? Oh, it goes with the shirt.
Look.
No, I love it. It goes with the shirt.
Dude, you know what's gonna be funny,
You
bro?
guys are ready for 4-leaf.
Yeah, exactly. Is I got some Jordans that'll match all of this when it comes to
Really?
yeah, when it comes to Irish. What's it called?
4th of July?
That one.
No.
Before the
St.
Irish.
Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
the
one.
lucky
For the
character.
Irish.
But what is it? You're feeling lucky. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, that was even from Walmart. I was like, $11.
I don't understand.
$11.
Oh, here it
I
is.
hope the girls understand what you mean. Feeling like me, you're gonna get something, man.
Hey.
Is that what it's supposed to say?
I don't know, bro. You want those? Honestly, dude, I've been fighting depression, bro.
Dude.
With my son.
Okay, so my credit score has went down
Honest,
another 12
though.
points. It's
Oh, yeah.
500.
Honest.
Look at 520.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, a guy making
I got
6
2 or 3
figures
nights
and
where I
now
just
he only has a
cried when I
500
did
credit
that.
score.
Yeah.
I don't
You were
make
gonna
six.
talk about
I don't
that.
make
Just
six
let-
figures
Just
anymore.
letting it happen.
Probably, you probably
Let it
had that
happen.
even when you
Yeah,
did, bro.
Dude, I used to have a 783,
Don't worry.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm down to a 5. Bro,
Dude,
my
I had a
credit-
750 credit score. I bought a
Bro,
PS2
you live at
controller.
home at your
I had a
mom,
PS2
dude.
controller, had cash in my wallet. It's like, put it on credit, buy it next week, pay for it next week.
Yeah.
Forgot I even put it on my credit card. A year later, I checked my credit score. It went down to 150. It went from 750 to 600. And then I looked it up and it was about that stupid controller.
Really?
All
That
over a
controller.
stupid controller,
Dude,
bro.
look
You
at
just
that.
never
Look
paid
at
it?
that from
No, I
laid.
forgot
Look
about
at that
it.
from laid off, dude. I was at a 7 something. Dude, it plunged, dude, in 6 months,
Yeah, that
bro.
plunged, bro.
They
I
suck.
think I'm at like a 700, which is ridiculous because
Oh, I
my
couldn't even
caught up
sniff
there.
a
all of my
700,
credit
bro.
is maxed to the hill, and all I can do to maintain and clamber onto it is to pay minimums.
Yeah.
And the minimums,
But at least you're still
but,
paying,
but I'm about to lose because the minimums are paying the interest, right? So the interest on say a card is like $200 or $300 a month.
Now check this out. This is one
On
thing
what?
you'll like about Trump. Is Trump's like, why are the credit card companies ripping the American people off at 30-something%, 20-something%? He goes, you guys are
gonna
gonna
fix
have to
it?
cap it up till 10%.
Yeah,
We're gonna
really?
make something on it. Yep.
I
Put
understand
it on
it,
it.
but I understand
Bro,
it, but I'm still waiting on
dude,
that
I'm-
check, man. I'm
He's
still waiting on
never
that.
going. It's
This is
never
where
going to
I'm
happen,
at.
dude.
I thought it was at 7, bro.
Why do you say
Yeah.
that?
Because
Sucks,
credit card
dude.
companies will never let that stuff get capped out.
He's the president.
They did it under Clinton, if I remember right, bro.
Charlie, are you there?
I would love for it to happen, guys.
too.
Dude, look.
You know, it'd
Bro,
even go more.
A 517
freaking
credit score, bro. I couldn't finance a piece of bubble gum if I wanted to, dude.
Oh my god.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's beyond. That's beyond.
Dude, this is totally
crazy,
the game of
dude.
life, man.
Just sucks.
Dude,
You
think
could be
about
the
it, dude.
winner
I
at the
went from
game
a
of life.
seven something. I took a chance, got fired, and it's just plummeted.
Maybe you shouldn't take chances.
I'm going to continue.
Oh, see, that's
I'm
what
going to
Brian can
continue.
extrapolate from that.
I'm
Never
going to
tried,
continue.
never failed,
I'm going to
baby.
continue.
Never failed.
I don't want to hear
I'm gonna
about your
continue.
whiny chances.
Warren
you
Buffett
failed.
said he lived in a car and was on food stamps, so he became a millionaire. So if he can do it, I can do it,
you
bro.
need to quit reading about Warren Buffett.
Who do you read
bro.
about?
I don't read too much.
Okay, there you go.
I should.
I'm taking a chance,
I never know
bro.
why I didn't like reading. I just hated reading.
I just
Hey,
want to
dude.
take a chance on myself, dude. I don't want to take a chance on
Nothing.
anything
And then
else.
over here it says 693. So which one do you believe?
What?
They're
So
both
two
pretty
different.
close, though,
One was
dude.
645 and the other 693.
They're pretty close.
Yeah.
Well, from TransUnion and Experian and all
Yeah,
that kind of stuff,
they
but they're not even.
fluctuate
They're not
just a
even
little
the whole. There's another.
Right.
So then it's
Equifax.
Equifax. Yeah. So it's between the three that there's an average out of.
Right, they fluctuate.
Dude, I used to
a
have
little
such
bit.
great. I mean, I pretty much bought the house. They told me that they were like, your wife didn't even need to be on the
Right.
mortgage. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know why I put her on, to be honest with you. I guess
Well, it
just
used
because
to
I
be-
die, right? Oh, dude, did you get you got the iPhone?
Yeah.
7 now?
Yeah.
Or whatever it's called.
My dad, his phone was crashing, and so I met him at the AT&T store. And when he needed a new phone, I could either give him my other phone. Yeah, I gave him my old phone, and I leveled up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did.
Is there a big difference?
No, it's always just $1,400 more and
Yeah.
a new camera.
Yeah.
New camera.
Just more megapixels or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a trip, dude.
I mean, it's cool.
Brock, when I start giving advice, you don't. No, it's like having
You
a.
shut your mouth.
It's like having a guest on your show. And you're interviewing that guy. You don't disagree with the guy. You don't agree with everything he's saying because you make you look
Gotcha.
like you got the professional.
Dude, whatever you want to
on
say,
the
you can
show.
say.
Oh, so-
If it's something
No,
I
that's
disagree with,
not
I
what
will disagree
no,
with
dude,
it.
Don't do that.
Period,
So
dude.
you're
Stuff, bro.
Period.
Like, what are you talking
Gotcha.
about,
Period.
dude?
Stupid
So
as
you're
crap,
the
dude.
Dude, yeah, bro, you're sitting
Okay,
here
wait,
telling me I
wait.
should never take a chance.
Wait a
I will
second.
never listen to that advice,
Wait
bro.
a second. Let's.
Dude,
Dude,
that
I'll
is-
live in my truck before I never not take a chance.
Well, you
We
don't
should-
have it
You
anymore.
ain't got a
We got no
truck.
I got a house though. I got a house.
Hey, we can let the audience
that's
decide.
more important. I got a house.
We'll let the audience
I'm gonna get
decide,
rid of
man.
my truck. No, they took your truck. I can pay. I can pay for it right now. I can pay for that crap right now. Dude, no, bro. Do not be having your woman on the phone, dude, while we're at the show, dude.
That's
Dude, there's only
ridiculous.
1 minute left.
Yeah,
Dang.
we're about to go in.
Come on. Come on, se llama.
He's about to plunge the love right there.
Are you in the car? Are you in the truck?
Dude, my old job asked
No
me to
truck.
go back all the time,
Estoy
bro.
hablando con
Yeah.
Eder.
No truck.
With a pay raise, dude.
Eder,
Oh,
¿Por qué?
Sí, man.
ahorita te
No sé.
3 weeks ago, those guys asked me to go back. They're like, dude, we'll pay you 15.
Don't lose that
I'm
truck
like,
key I gave you.
I'm like, no, dude, I can't go back, bro.
Yeah.
I won't do it.
Well, I mean, you just blow over, just.
I don't believe in looking back like that, dude.
Okay.
I believe that if you're going to achieve something, then you got to stay true to yourself when you're
I get
going
that.
for that. Regardless of what it is. Dude, Brother Hell was on food stamps at one time to be a multi-millionaire, dude.
Yeah.
Brother Hell, he had nothing.
And it sits on the.
Before you moved to Colorado?
Okay, guys, we're about to get
We
started
just
on the
went and
show.
moved,
It's
yeah.
going to be a good time. We're talking about Plunger of Love.
Charlie.
Hey, put your phones on silent, guys. Please.
Do not disturb. I'm gonna bring my GoPros probably so I can do one for Spotify because you can do Spotify video now.
I cannot believe I went 6 figures to not even having a vehicle anymore, bro.
You have a vehicle. You have two, right? Still.
Charge.
Bro, yeah, turn it down, Brian.
Here you go.
Whoa.
Plunger of Love,
Yeah.
Yeah.
round 2.
Yeah. One whole year, man.
Charlie, can you hear us?
Actually, he might be onto something. He got a woman
He did.
since last
happened?
he
Dude,
talked.
we need
What
to bring all
happened?
that up.
What
Yeah.
happened?
The
Si-
plunger of love got himself some romance.
Yeah, since last Valentine's Day, he got himself some romance. So
He
that,
did, he
that
did.
that is a good change.
I don't think he can. Can you hear us?
He
Squiggle.
can't hear us.
Okay.
Dude, my pastor called me the other day and he said, Brock, at all costs, the most important thing is to have a successful life. He said, you try to make as much money as you can.
He said that? What about Jesus?
Okay.
No, he's a godly man, but
Yep.
he knows it too. Like,
Hmm.
if you don't have a lot of money, then what can you do? You know?
Man, my nose is running. Excuse me. Con permiso.
Con permiso.
Yeah, but I'm gonna run. 100 miles and running. Do you remember that NWA?
I do.
Dude, where at the Dr. Dre, bro? That dude's sitting fat now.
I think he's still alive though.
He's still alive, bro. Like,
But
yeah,
he's
yeah.
so overweight, dude.
No, he got back in shape.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he's all
Oh,
yoked
wow.
up.
Who?
Dre. Dr. Dre.
Oh.
But
Good
yeah,
one.
he did get fat, though.
He did, dude.
See, self-improvement, man. He seen the need and he worked on himself.
Yeah, dude.
And he's rich.
Yeah,
He's
and he's
freaking
rich,
wealthy.
dude.
Yeah. I need to get back in shape, bro. I'm like losing muscle. Just insane.
I'm hitting my job up for a raise on Monday.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my job to give me a raise too.
Your own business.
Alrighty.
Plunger. No. The plunger.
How's everybody doing today? This is KLZ 560 AM. You can always call at 303-477-5600. Again, 303-477-5600. And you can talk to the guys. Let's get into it. Let's go, guys. Let's introduce yourself.
Hey, this is Heath Hine, the actor in Colorado. Oh, shout out to Dustin and Eddie Portuguese. I'm about to be on a set tonight with them.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, right on, right on. This is Andre with your local Advanced Tech Electrical installer. So, and now we got.
And I am your favorite janitor. Shout out to all my janitors.
And the plunger.
Okay.
Right, all your sanitary people.
All right, man. We're gonna be talking Valentine's.
Can you believe we're at a year now? I'm
Yeah,
not
I was
on our
about
show.
this. Yeah, yeah.
About that the other day.
Yeah, that was our
Air
our
here.
first show. People was the Plunger of Love. It was
Yep.
Valentine's and the Mooch.
That was our
Yeah,
first.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was.
was.
The plunge, taking the plunge of love.
12
From our
months.
favorite janitor.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do a commercial. Are you tired of your relationship? Are you fed up? Call me. 303-477-5600. And take a
Nice.
plunge into love.
It's some funny stuff. All right, let's get into it. While many holidays center around historic events, culture, traditions, or religion significance, Valentine's Day is the only holiday dedicated to celebrating love.
It's the only one.
It's the only
Really?
one.
When was it brought up, though? I mean, when did it become Americanized or commercialized? Do you know?
That I don't.
Hmm.
You know, I'm sure it's because it's been commercialized for a while.
Yeah, that's totally what I think it is, man. It's another Hallmark Channel holiday, right?
How many other saints have holidays? There's the St. Patrick's and St.
Hey, St. Patrick's coming up. I'm
Yeah.
kind of looking
St.
Festive.
Patrick's is next month, I think.
correct.
Yeah.
But
that's another saint.
it's not a holiday of love, though.
No, but it's another saint.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm wondering, man. There's like a cabal. There's something about these holidays.
So what exactly happens when the adorable armed guy with the bow, the chubby dude, shoots you with his arrow? What exactly happens, man?
You're talking about Brian here?
So what
The
exactly?
chubby dude.
That little cherub, with his diaper and he's going around, dude, and he's flicking his, arrows at people. What exactly happens? Do you guys know?
Oh, they're supposed to fall in love, aren't
Okay.
Yeah, that's the goal.
I mean, he's going to be on every
Yeah.
card that you give your ladies this
Yeah.
holiday.
Yeah.
He's all over the place.
I bet his arrow tips are like, I don't know, they're exposed to ecstasy or something when he shoots people.
Well, it's
He's getting people.
It's weird. Like I started reading up on this guy and where he came from. Right. So let's dive into Valentine's. Well, if the Greek mythology god Eros, which is Cupid, did shoot you, it's because you're extremely beautiful. So he only goes after certain people, right? No, check it out. He does.
Listen,
Like,
people.
you're either one really good-looking guy, or you're one really good-looking woman.
Okay.
So he goes after those type of people. He also goes after heroes.
Mhm.
If in your life you're going to be a hero, you might get struck by one of his arrows, man.
Like
So
Shrek.
I'm not gonna get struck if I'm a mama's boy.
I thought you were
You're a hero to your mom, man.
So heroes like Shrek and Quasimodo.
Exactly.
You don't have to be pretty. You could just be a hero and then
That's
you
right.
get shot with an arrow.
You need to be good
Of love.
looking, or you can be a hero. Here's
Okay,
another
okay.
one. If you're arrogant,
Mm.
if you're arrogant, you might very well get shot, and he'll do it on purpose, just to prove a point.
To humble you?
Yeah, if you're that guy going around thinking, I'm this single guy, I can do whatever I want to do, I can go wherever I want to go, be the man I want to be, he might very well strike you.
Why? That makes sense. You know why?
Why?
Because as soon as you start making, or as soon as you get a lover, you start losing all that money you make, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Just the lessons you
snap.
learn.
Yeah, the wallet gets lighter, the
Yeah.
hair gets thinner, the belly gets fatter.
Here's another one. If you're a simple farmer or a laborer, he might not shoot you
Dang.
because you don't have anything to offer a woman. So he may very well bypass you altogether. Isn't that crazy? So now here, this is crazy.
Does it say anything about the janitor?
Well, is that considered being a laborer?
Yeah, I'd say a farmer.
Okay, well, he
Farm-
might.
farming-
That's the
farming
key. He
for
might
doo-doo.
bypass you. He might bypass you.
I'm
Okay.
farming for doo-doo.
Now check this out. The golden arrow that causes instant and overwhelming love or desire for the first person you see, intense attraction and uncontrollable desire. He's got two types of arrows in his quiver. He's got the golden arrow and he's got the silver arrow, right? And so with this silver arrow, it causes a person hatred. Like you can't. So the golden arrow, if you get shot by it, it's instant love for the person you see. But the other arrow will cause you to hate the person that you see. You can't stand them. You don't even want to talk to them.
Is there a rainbow arrow?
No, he's only got two types of arrow. But here, we're going to get to Valentine. Here's the kicker of it all. In Greek mythology, since Greek mythology's fake and the arrow's only a type and replica of love, it says every person has 100% chance to get struck because everybody will fall in love. Isn't that crazy? Every person on this planet will eventually fall in love, so Cupid will shoot you eventually.
I want to say everybody.
Name a person who hasn't fallen in love.
I know somebody who hasn't.
Okay, spit it out.
You know, she allowed her circumstances with her father-in-law. I'm not going to go into details, but it really destroyed her life. She began to gain tons of weight, and you know, with that weight became depression, and you know, self-esteem was low, and so she never had a relationship.
So never felt love at all for her parents either.
Well, no, yeah, that, but we're talking Valentine's. We're not talking.
But
about
love
for
is
your
love is
family.
love.
No,
You
bro.
can you can love anything. You
So
can
we're
love
talking
your dog.
about a significant other here today.
There's plenty
I
of
agree.
different
Cupid of
ways
love
to
ain't
love.
shooting
I
you
agree.
fall in love with your mom and dad.
I agree with Brian on
Dude,
this,
you
man.
can
man.
turn around and people who don't have relationships with their parents can turn back around years later and love their parents.
By
Okay,
Cupid's
yeah,
arrow?
sure.
Not by Cupid's
Maybe.
arrow.
Maybe I don't
No.
know how you fall in love, but eventually you're going
So
to.
are people bringing, you know, roses and candy to their
For instance, I mean, but I think sometimes we forget how much love that we do have for our parents until we start to think back about all the stuff they did. And even if it was so-called never enough, which I think this new generation is about, like it's not enough. When you can actually look back and see what your parents did, whether they had the means to do so or not, man, at some point you still gotta love them. You know what I mean?
God, that's deep.
Yeah.
And call at 303-477-5600. Let's talk about this. So what exactly is love to each one of us? Is it a sexual desire?
No.
Is it a strong attraction? Really, what
There's
is
some
love?
type of
I mean, if we're going to sit here and talk
I
about
think it
it,
has a little bit of aspect of everything, you know, but biblically, I don't know what the biblical answer is, so
Yeah.
don't quote me on it. But, you know, there's definitely got to be some attraction, right? Because I'm not going to be set up with someone, you know, like other religions try to do, you know. I don't want a prearranged marriage, so. But sometimes I think you got to look outside the box, too. Like, I think some religions say, you know, date within your church or date within your mosque or whatever. But, you know, sometimes, I don't know, there's not really a good pick out there, and they're not always the right one for you, in my opinion. But, you know, you really got to be choosy and take your time.
Well, on what Dre was saying about like prearranged marriages and stuff, what if it isn't an act of love from the parents saying, I know who is going to be perfect for you because I bore you and I raised you, and I know that this is the perfect fit. And then so all of a sudden, I'm going off of like Simpsons here, people,
Okay.
because Apu's wife Manjula, she came to him like later in life after he was sowing his royal oats, and then but it's like the perfect match. So maybe it is love when parents do the prearranged marriage.
So check this out. So I can counter that one. What if you're just a good man, and that other, the future father-in-law and mother-in-law know how terrible that their daughter is, and so now they're basically trying to
Pawn
push
them
them
off?
off. Exactly. I know you're a good man. I know
wow.
you'll take care of them. Don't tell me it doesn't happen.
So,
Yeah.
so is love an action or a word?
Oh.
It's always
I think
action.
it's far from words, because you could say a lot and your actions don't mean what you're saying. So you can tell somebody you love them all day, but what's your action saying?
Exactly.
Like the Lord, that's biblical too. What does the Bible say? About loving with more than just your words.
Yeah.
Deeds,
Well, faith without works is dead.
right?
Wait, but
That's
that
one.
doesn't talk about words. So a man thinketh, so he is, and then out of the recesses of his heart, the mouth speaks.
So love's an action.
It is an action, but because I don't think people fall out of love intentionally. I think it just happens over time, and sometimes with the circumstances, whether they're external, someone getting into their head, or the fantasy of an affair, or whatever the case may be, or even just boredom, right? Just the same old, and intimacy in the bedroom. Sometimes if it gets old, it seems to be rekindled if there's an extramarital or whatever the case may be, and that's all fantasy when you think about it, because nothing's really changed, has it?
Call at 303-477-5600 and tell us what you think about love is. So let me ask you this before you go into that. Love language. If love is an action, do you need to know your significant person's love language?
Well, yeah, doesn't it
Absolutely.
say? It says something to the effect of, what was it? It's like a joke. It was, if it's the thought that counts, then hey, what were you thinking? Because you didn't think too much about the gift you gave.
No,
You know what I mean? So you
No.
do need to be thoughtful and considerate as to what it is that you're going to get for somebody.
Yeah, that's why they call me the doctor of love.
All right,
Like,
Bungie.
if there's 5 love languages, I just cover all the bases.
Really?
I just give you all 5, and then if only one of them,
what's the 5?
gifts,
Acts-
words of affection,
Affirmation, yes.
affirmation, what's
Put
that
Acts of
one?
service,
services, and
Guys, what?
That's 3.
physical touch.
Guys, I'm giving us a D+ on this. We don't even know the
Oh, I know
names
it.
of
I
them.
know.
yeah, you just said them all.
Physical touch.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was listening to a psychologist the other day, and she was saying that if your significant person's love language is gifts, dude, on Valentine's Day, don't show up with anything but a gift, dude.
Sure. And it doesn't have to be
Whoa,
expensive.
whoa. You shouldn't be showing up with gifts only on Valentine's. You should get Valentine's started the week prior.
Is that why you're always broke?
No, I mean, if a woman has to wait, I feel like Valentine's Day is set up for if your relationship is in the
Straight.
garage, it's dormant. Women are just waiting for this day to jumpstart the relationship. It's like a day for you have a bad relationship. This might, jumpstart it to be good where it was prior.
Not
You know what I'm
always.
saying?
What if the relationship's just toast? It's gone. What does it take to bring someone out of a failing relationship where they're saying, you know what, I've had enough. I'm dry.
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
good.
I don't have love for you. I don't have hate for you. I'm just numb. I'm done with you. And I know, sadly enough, there's people out there that really go through that, right?
Well,
I mean-
what if people have a good relationship though?
Well, then this should highlight that, right? This is probably one of those times where you want to be able to show them, who they really are to you on a commercialized day.
Yeah.
But, go to Hallmark, guys.
Call at 303-477-5600. Tell us what you think. So you guys are making a good point. Like Brian made a good point. You made a good point. So I think some guys have just horrible relationships and they think, oh, it's Valentine's Day, I can change everything. But at least they're making a start. At least they're finding a starting point.
Yeah.
Isn't that the key?
I think it is a key, but you also got to remember. See, I always go back to human nature, man. All the stuff, whether it's love, whether it's hate, whether it's your spending habits, it goes back into human nature. And if you look at the Bible, there's not one perfect person in there except for Christ, right? And then when you look at all those people, you know, they have all these different shortcomings, but yet, you know, they have one thing that they can rely on, which is love, true agape love. Getting back to that, and if they can have a godly type of love, which God have mercy if any of us can have it on each other, especially with today's society. You know, that's the type of love we should be able to exemplify. A sacrificial love, right? And that sacrifices, you know, my means for you, but doesn't give up your right per se, because you are an individual and you deserve that respect as an individual. If I'm trying to do everything I can for this woman, and now I'm becoming that person that basically is always staying home because she said so, or you know, or vice versa if it's a guy. You know, I got to do this because he said so. And then now I've eliminated my gym time. I've eliminated my friend time, even my own family time. That's not love. You know, perfect love is sacrificial, but sacrifice basically goes into, you know, what can I do for you as a servant, you know? But with that servitude, you've got to be able to have a lot of trust in the fact that you guys are growing mutually as lovers. You know?
That's good, yeah.
So...
Because I wonder about it all the time, like, and we'll ask you about it, Heath, and you guys. If a guy is trying his best, he's doing his best in whatever he can for a relationship, but he can't afford Valentine's. Because let's be real, man. Valentine's is commercialized.
It is.
Flowers are now going to be $80, $90. And every woman across America is going to get it. But if you got that one guy who's working his butt off, but he can't afford that because he's got to pay the bills first, should he be scrutinized for not having that extra money?
He can do way more things than, you know, spending money.
Yeah,
you know,
robbing banks.
Yeah, she could home.
I mean, but is that an act of love though? If somebody robs a bank,
what about
so that they could provide for their
I'm
Bonnie
talking.
and Clyde, right?
That was love, was it not?
I think
I would talk about,
Bonnie
you know,
and Clyde.
rose petals when she, you know, comes home, you know, from wherever she's at. You know,
What if you can't afford that?
If you can't afford it, then what you do is you roll up on the guy that's selling those roses.
Yes,
And
you
act
offer
like
him
you're
a
about to
service.
you act like you're about to get some money, and then jack his roses and then pull off when the light turns green.
But again, see, love will make you do
Yeah.
crazy things. You'll be out your mind.
You guys are
You'll
true,
be
man.
out your mind.
Because no, guys, I'm being serious. This Valentine's Day, there's going to be guys out there that cannot afford the restaurant. They cannot afford the flowers.
Let me take it
And
back to
what are they going to do?
Let me take it back to your Greek mythology with your little diaper baby and arrows. And you said he had two arrows. One arrow is a silver and one arrow is a gold. One of them makes you fall in love. What's the other one do?
Makes you hate.
Right. And as we know, there's a thin line between love and hate because there was a movie about it. So,
Right.
so that's the truth. To touch on like what Dre was saying earlier, the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is apathy. So when people are doing things in like either hatred, it's because they were hurt by love.
Yeah. I can see that.
So when they do these things, when they act chaotic or they do these things, I don't know how that fits into this show, but I'm just saying love can drive a person crazy.
Well, it can. But if you think
Yeah.
about the society and the times we live in, and it's so difficult, especially because, like, I looked it up. Check this out, what it says. It says 64% of all men in America will buy flowers on Valentine's Day. Think of that.
Well, there's four of us here. How many? So that'd be 3 out of 4.
Yes.
Right here.
Yeah.
I'm not buying flowers.
I'm gonna buy a rose at least.
So this is the question I'm asking you. When a man is so stressed from life itself,
Sure.
and he cannot afford that, what is it doing to him mentally?
Well, it's a drag, but I'll tell you what, in high school, I actually had, this girl's parents taught her right. And it's not always the things that you can afford to buy, but it's the things that you can just gift, knowing that you made it out of love. And, one thing about her is just, she used to always say, you're always into your truck, you're always into your audio, all that stuff, can you throw, can we do something together? And she was right, she taught me a lot, and whoever has her, man, that dude's a lucky guy. because she didn't expect me to waste money or spend money, but at least at some point I've got to be able to, treat her, whether it's making something at home, and to, my wife's credit, she's the same way. We could just have steaks, we can do whatever, we don't have to go out, but it's a date. And that's the biggest thing, is it's a date, right? And Valentine's is a special day, so why not make it an opportune time or not? If you can only afford the fish fillet, then guess what? You get the fish fillet.
Yeah. But he just touched on that fifth love language that we neglected, quality time. Yes, quality time doesn't cost a thing. But yeah.
And you go out of your way, though. It's not just like, yeah, shut up, it's Valentine's, let's get it on, right?
But I wanted to try that. But I wanted that ratio. So he said 64% of men are going to buy in America are going to buy flowers. So you three are all going to buy flowers.
Yes.
I'm gonna buy a rose.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm the odd man out. I'm not buying it, and I've told you guys this before. My wife doesn't care for flowers. The animals in our house will probably eat them, and if you get flowers that are poisonous, it'll kill them. So that wouldn't be a very good happy time. And B, they die. So it's almost more of a representation of death than it is of life. So I take pictures of flowers which is essentially back to stealing. If I'm at like a King Soopers or a Safeway and I see some pretty bouquet of flowers, I'm gonna take that picture. I send that to my mother, my sister, my wife. I send the flowers, and they're like, oh, pretty.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder what
Cost me
a
nothing.
caller would say. Any of the lady callers, right? What would...
Good. Call at 303-477-5600. 80% of all men will spend around $196 on Valentine's.
Ain't happening here.
Almost $200. And I think the reason why I think so is because we are programmed as men to have to celebrate this day. But here's the question I want to ask you. Do women have to celebrate Valentine's for you?
Seems more of definitely seems like the man is the one that obligated, or the male significant other type, or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Question I want to know is, how much does it cost to do a blood transfusion nowadays?
If you think about it, guys, and I'm trying to, we're trying to home in on guys and help them with Valentine's Day, because I think Valentine's is more than just the flowers and the candy and all that, especially for guys who are living life trying to make it day by day. I get what
you're saying, because that is tough, man. Because the failure of most of men is that we don't tell how we really are feeling, right?
Oh, that's
we just
deep.
don't. When life is happening, it's easy to you have a camaraderie of people that are close to you that you can actually really talk to, but eventually you start shutting yourself down. So, we do really sacrifice a lot. And to some of them, or a lot of those women too, that sacrifice too, they got it the other way around, sometimes they're the breadwinners in the home too. It's not just the guys, but I think women talk to each other where guys don't. Guys have to be at a gym, and talking about, and it's simple one-word phrases. How's life? It sucks. And you just start laughing.
Right. He's right though, man. It wasn't until I started eating more soy and tofu that I became a soy boy, and I started getting, a little bit more in touch with my feminine side and talking and conversing about my emotions and it's off-putting to most women. But my wife loves it.
and if y'all know better than us, call at 303-477-5600. Because, guys, there's people that have been married for 40 or 50 years, and they probably don't even celebrate Valentine's. They could care less. They've been with their significant other so long that they're thinking alike.
The smart ones? Here's the smart ones. Where they care about the holiday when it comes, but they don't celebrate it when it's here. What do I mean by that? They're the ones who know that Valentine's or Christmas or any of these are going to be here, but they only buy the stuff after it goes on sale the next day. So they celebrate on the 15th.
That's smart.
So I guess my question to you guys is, do you think every guy should go out and buy flowers? You say no.
Nah.
I say yes.
It's like I said, whether it's a rose or a bouquet.
What do you say, Brian?
Depends on how often you're giving her flowers.
Ooh.
You should be giving her flowers once a month.
Is that what you do?
No.
Oh.
He will give us a call on the other
up.
side at 303-477-5600. We'll talk to you on the other side.
Do you buy them every month? No.
Jesus, dude.
Dude, all of us are coughing.
Done! Dude, it's crazy how Valentine's is so tied up into mythology, Greek mythology.
I'm glad you did some research.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that
did a
sounds good.
ton of research on this, dude.
None of us knew that.
I came prepared for this one.
How many are there? Others? There. Okay, St. Patrick's Day,
Yeah.
Christmas.
Dude, they got
Saint
Saint
Nick.
St. Nicholas, yeah.
Yep.
Dude, so all of these, you know what these point to? They point to Catholicism.
They do.
They
100%.
The
Totally
religio-political movement. Let's make holidays all throughout the month. Let's have one holiday a month
They did. You know why, right?
to control the people.
Yeah, and to bring them in. It's like, oh, you're the Romans or whatever. We introduced this new god or whatever, this new, you know what I'm saying, new god.
Yeah.
But we call it, he's your god or goddess, but we have a saint to
All those
match that.
saints. Do you know that? Because I have a friend who's Eastern Orthodoxy, and they have what's called icons.
Okay.
Icons are basically saints. So what they do
Interesting.
is they pray to and through them.
Wow.
And I've always found that to be, well, I mean, for lack of better terms, demonic.
Seems like it. That's kind of what I wondered.
I've
too.
found it to be demonic to pray to anybody else other than Jesus.
Well, even through them, it seems like almost like you're becoming a vessel, if you will. But see, everyone can say that too, though. Dude, there's like so many crossovers. There could go on so many. Insane.
Insane.
Dude, this is a good show, dude. I love talking about stuff like this,
Dude, when you
dude.
gonna bring up the Valentine's and the mooch stuff, man?
I'm about to bring it all up right now.
That's that. This is part 2. It's supposed to be part 2 of it.
I'm about to bring it all up on you right now.
So would I be the mooch? No,
Yeah, I'm kind of.
I'd be the Grinch. I'm not like
You're
a
kind of a mooch. Oh,
Does it
mooch is
mean-
like.
in this.
Well, you did kind of mention a mooch thing where you're like
Well, I
February
think
15th.
yeah, I think that's true. I think the reason I mentioned Valentine's and the mooch was like there's the giver and the taker. So I'm neither giver nor taker because I like my wife and I don't really celebrate this because, dude, it would be the worst day to present my wife with any gifts. Valentine's. It would be the worst day. She wouldn't want it or accept it because it's commercial that's pushing it.
My pastor hates it, dude. He hates the day, dude.
But if I just on a whim brought something to my wife, yeah.
Huh.
And also, I've never brought to my wife a gift after screwing up.
Yeah, do people do that?
After they mess up, they bring a
Huh.
gift. Yes.
How's everybody doing today? This is the second half of the Guy's Perspective show. You can always call at 303-477-5600. We're talking about Valentine's. We're talking about love. Call in and tell us if you think that today is the day, or Valentine's Day next week, next Saturday is the day when you absolutely should do something. It says, love is the most fundamental and universal human emotion. If you don't have love, you're really not a human being.
No. It said, what's about said? Love yourself. So you already love yourself.
What you gonna get yourself for Valentine's?
Some more lotion. Sorry.
It's true.
People
Maybe a
were
Kit Kat.
people we were saying that
Kit Kat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
on the first half of the show, people we were saying that Cupid will at one time shoot every single person. Everybody will fall in love eventually. And I know we disagreed on what love really means.
What about friendships?
Yeah, that's a good one. You could have a best friend that you absolutely love. The Bible, that's funny you said that. The Bible said David loved Jonathan like he loved himself.
Do you think that you could find love in the Book of Solomon's Songs of Solomon?
It's probably littered in there, I think.
We've talked about that in the past.
we
how,
have.
Like, you can throw some of those songs out there
Mm-hmm.
and just bring it into modern vernacular, or even just keep it like the old King James or whatever.
Yeah.
Man, there's some really good stuff in there.
But,
man.
Oh, dude.
but
Hey.
to all my listeners, I mean, I just want to say, listen, get rid of the flowers, Get rid of the candy. That's played out, right? That's been done year in and year out.
Not if their wife loves it.
No, it doesn't matter. Listen, it doesn't matter if your woman loves that. Go get her some chocolate and some flowers tonight. On Valentine's, you know what you're going to do? You're going to take the advice of the janitor of love. You're going to make her a dinner. You're going to cook, because you probably don't do a whole lot of cooking, right?
Like spaghetti.
Right?
So she's gonna come home. You're gonna be at the kitchen. You're gonna be whipping up, pasta of love. You understand? And then you're gonna put on her favorite movie, right? You're gonna, whatever movie that is, funny movie, make it clean, right?
Okay.
Cook her some dinner. Put on her favorite movie, and give her the massage of her life. And now that'll cover all your bases. And you might get lucky.
And
If you're married.
And what about the guy who's got to pay mortgage because it's behind, and credit cards and car payments, and they got to work overtime on Saturday?
Well, get him some SpaghettiOs, self-made.
Oh, okay.
Spaghetti. Oh.
I mean, guys, you see what I'm saying? Like, Valentine's is so commercialized, and we're for the guys, and I'm sticking up for the guys that are turning around struggling to make it, and now all of a sudden, like he said, go out and buy dinner, give the massage, put on the movie. But for the dude who just worked 15 hours on an oil rig and he comes home, why shouldn't his woman do that for him? We got quiet. We got quiet, real quiet.
Yeah,
We got quiet. No, that's real talk, because it's real life, dude. Valentine's is a mythical, made-up thing where Cupid, Eros, the god of love and sexuality, goes by and shoots people left and right. Hormones are going. Those endorphins are flowing. You know what I'm saying? But for like us four who have to pay bills nonstop, like, it makes you really wonder, can you celebrate Valentine's on Sunday instead?
You could probably celebrate anything any day, because the Lord said that.
Stopping you boys, because it's getting quiet.
No, you know what? Go ahead.
I was just saying that, like, no holidays really matter, no special days really matter. You certainly shouldn't use a special day to redeem yourself for a whole year of screwing up.
That's really good.
You probably won't get it too far if you're doing that. So,
Yeah.
I was just wondering about, like, those 4 hymns and all those Viagra pills. I bet you there's an uptick, man. If I was putting money in, investing in there, I bet you there's just an uptick around this holiday.
Oh, that's a $1 trillion industry right there.
Yeah.
Probably every day of the year, though.
Now, probably an uptick turned out before
Yeah.
Valentine's, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, but think about that. Like you guys asked a question about, like, friendship and things like.
Yeah.
Well, love is is love exclusive just to a guy and his woman, or we mentioned earlier, like, your parents, like, can you give your mom flowers on Valentine's? And Brian was like, no, scratch that.
But last year you said you did.
No, it was maybe I did.
Guys, I'm telling y'all right now, if my mom came back from the dead, I'm giving her some flowers, bro. Maybe that's out of joy. Maybe that's out of, I don't know. I don't know. But
maybe I might give my mom a flower on Valentine's, because if she doesn't have anybody and you feel sorry for her, make her feel, the moment of love, so forth.
You got a good point. Maybe this is the day for people that maybe aren't having the best of time. In their lives.
Good.
Maybe this is a good time to try to encourage them.
Oh, hey, what's up, Truth Daddy? Tell us, is Valentine's Day like just a ploy? Is it commercialized? What in the world?
What?
Oh, nice.
That's a good point.
Thanks for calling, buddy. Thank you for calling.
Dad.
Dude, did you hear?
So
That's something we never thought about, is guys. Thanks for calling, True. He's saying guys have their day like 4th of July or barbecue, so why shouldn't a woman have a day specific to her? That's a good point.
So now he's saying He's saying that Valentine's has a gender and it's female.
But you know what? I kind of that's what I've been asking you guys. Is Valentine specific to a woman, or
Like a
should a
female?
woman?
I think we've been programmed to, since we were young, I've always had to buy the girl something. I've never looked, to receive something in return on Valentine's.
Even in elementary school.
In elementary school, I did.
Yeah.
In elementary, when I was a kid, I did.
That's
but as
what
I
you-
grow older, it was always, what am I going to do for her? What am I going to?
Yeah.
I'm not thinking to myself, well, what is she going to do for me?
Wasn't reciprocated. No.
So I don't know. That's why I was kind of stumped when you say that, because I was like, man, women. Maybe I should want something in return.
Maybe if you got a crush, remember when you were in elementary school, how you, if that girl and gave you a special Valentine's, you kind of thought like, oh, I think she's got me.
If your woman gives you a Valentine gift, are you less of a man?
No.
It's a question, man. There's guys out there that think all kind of stuff, and you know what I'm saying? Are you less of a man if your woman turns around and commits to you on Valentine's?
Funny thing about ego is, yes, if my wife bought me something, I'm probably gonna overdo it. I'm gonna outdo what she bought me. Does that make sense?
Oh, totally.
I don't know, because just like you feel like the man of the house, the breadwinner,
Yes.
and all that kind of stuff. If you buy me an Apple Watch, I'm gonna buy you an Apple Watch and a phone.
Right.
Or if you buy me like a hamburger, then I'm gonna buy you a whole meal.
Yeah, a steak.
Yeah.
There you go. Cupid
Yeah.
shot you with that arrow, buddy.
She brings you a cow patty. What are you doing?
I'm gonna throw it at her.
So for guys, how's Valentine's going to make you feel when you wake up? Are you already going to have her a gift the day before? Are you going to wait till you get her something later that afternoon, or are you celebrating? It's Saturday. Are you doing it in the morning, afternoon, or night? What are you guys doing?
I'm doing it the week before, bro.
Oh, so you're doing it today?
Yeah, I'm doing Valentine's every week
So,
Okay.
So
for the rest of my days.
Okay.
she's coming over to
Keep
your
her-
mom's house, and you got them. Got the petals laid out.
Got the
No,
pedals in the road.
I'm gonna give her Valentine's every day. So when Valentine's comes around, she don't even think about it. She's like,
It's just another day.
just another day.
So if you skip it, she's cool with it.
Is Valentine's international, or is that more of a U.S. holiday?
It is. Surprisingly enough, there's a lot of other countries that celebrate the Day of Love, dude. Yeah, you know what's funny? I got a story about this. So my ex-wife, I turned around, and that's funny we're talking about this, just came to my mind. I remember I was 21. I ended up buying her just like regular flowers. They weren't roses. And I remember showing up, and I was like, hey, I got you flowers. Dude, she just threw that crap like in the trash, dude.
Wow.
She was like, you better go back to the store and get something else. And
She
now
told you that?
yeah, and now when I'll never forget it. And now when I'm thinking about it, like there's some people that they're so die hard on Valentine's Day. It's if you show up,
It's an offense.
yeah, it's an offense.
It's an offense. Whoa.
I mean, think about that.
Wow.
But that's probably happening across America.
Oh, you know so.
And that's what I'm saying. How does it affect
Well-
men who don't have a whole lot and they're trying their best?
I'll tell you how it affects those men. If those men get treated that way, then all of a sudden you gotta start looking at their bank card, because there's been multiple Valentine's purchases for other women. They're probably out there buying flowers for all kinds of ladies.
No, he's making a good point on that. Like
The work wife.
right. It just makes
Yeah.
you really, 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 really wonder, like, the stress level on men. And I know I keep coming back to the stress level, but it's going to be really high on men on Saturday.
I don't think it's gonna be that high.
I think so.
Nope.
What do you say? Well, you say you're not buying anything, so
I'm
it's
absolutely
no stress
not
level.
buying anything.
Brian,
So he.
no stress level at all?
No, not at all.
You?
No, not really. I mean, my wife's pretty cool.
Okay, so I'm the only guy who thinks about spending $80 on flowers, but it's just because when you think about like the cost of Valentine's versus a regular day,
Is it a
it's
return
absurd.
on investment? Are you thinking
no.
the more money you spend, the better the investment?
No, not at
In the
all.
business sense?
Not at all. What I think about is they gouge guys nonstop. Because if you
Oh,
go
yeah.
and buy flowers right now, I bet you can get long stem roses for $12.
But on the day of.
On the day of, it's going to be $80, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a scam right
It's
there.
a scam. I guarantee restaurants have like special dishes on that day.
Yeah.
Because they know guys are they're going to be so stressed out, they're going to be like, hey, dude, I better do something, otherwise I'm in the doghouse.
Yeah.
But like you guys were saying, I guess if you do something every single day, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, but to those restaurants and all that, I mean, why not, man? I'm a business owner. I'm for making a profit. If I owned a restaurant, man, it would be a good Valentine's Day. You know, come to Advanced Vehicle.
Would you raise your prices? No, just be honest.
Well, I'd have a special.
Yeah, if I saw some suckers like you coming in.
No, for sure. And that's how business, and that's being honest. That's how business. I think if I was a business owner and I had a restaurant and it's Valentine's, the price is going up, buddy.
You know what's funny, man, is it just reminded me, I think it was last Valentine's, the Valentine's and the Mooch, because we did the show the week before. And on that day, on Valentine's Day, my wife was working. She was busy. And so I went and had some sushi with my friend Nate, man. And so it was just two guys having a Valentine's sushi dinner, man.
That's fishy.
It was bananas.
I mean, I just think that, I think the day, like, candy, so most guys, I know you three are kind of like, oh, well, not really going to do a whole lot. But I still think it's so stressful for guys because most guys are programmed, like Brian said, to make sure they do something for their significant other.
Well, Brian's woman beats him, so, you know, he better do something.
Your woman
just
beats you?
Oh, man, yeah. If I don't get her a Valentine's.
You like that, don't you?
Guys, so next, should Valentine's be an everyday thing?
No, of course not. That'd be hard to do. That'd be super hard to do. And I'm the first person to tell you about romancing your woman nonstop. But that's a little. I think it kind of makes it die away. You know, when you tell somebody something, words of affirmation all the time, it kind of loses its sting. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you can't use it all the time because it loses its sting after a while. She just gets used to it.
I read a book, and maybe you guys read it too. It's like Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. I read it a long time ago, and it said that if you skip Valentine's, anniversary, Christmas, you're almost guaranteed to be divorced.
Wow.
Really?
Almost guaranteed to be divorced. Because those days, even if she doesn't say anything to you, it's so significant and meaningful to her that if you skip the birthday, the anniversary, Valentine's, and Christmas, even if you don't get her that gift on Christmas. And hey guys, I don't know who's out there listening to us, but I guarantee there's a guy who didn't get his woman something on Christmas and is going through a divorce right now. I guarantee there's going to be a guy who doesn't get his woman anything for there's statistics on this, dude.
Human nature.
Like, it's just statistics. If her love, I'm telling you, if her love language is gifts and you don't show up with anything,
you know, my mom and dad have been together for over 50-something years, in their 60 years, and I've not known my dad. I think that's a cultural thing too, because my dad does not give gifts. You know, that's culture. They're still together.
What is the Bible? That's funny. A scripture, and I don't ever quote scriptures on here. The Bible says it's harder to win back a man who's been offended than to take over a walled city. So if you offend your woman to where she absolutely, every time you walk in door, she's like, I hate this dude. I can't stand this guy. You're getting a divorce, buddy.
7 times.
No, I mean,
what's the other scripture? Is it's better to dwell on the roof than on a house with a cantankerous woman?
On a corner top.
Oh my God. No, I mean, think of how crazy that is, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, if you turn around and your woman, like, let's say it's communication, and all you do is pop open, Truth, what's up, dude? Oh, dude, no. He's right about that.
The art of war.
Thanks for calling, buddy. Thank you.
Explain.
Yeah, explain.
The art of war, it talks about like.
I know what it talks about.
Yeah, it's legit.
I'm trying to talk to.
But what I'm trying to say is if your woman has a specific love language and it's communication, and all you do is come home and open a Bud Light and
That's
never
not a
talk
love
to her?
language. Communication. That's not a love language.
Oh, I'm telling you, it is a love language.
It's
I
not.
promise you.
No.
I promise you, communication is at the top of the very
That's what
food
you need
chain.
to do to keep your marriage
Yeah.
intact.
Communication is a love language.
It's not.
In and of it. Yeah, it is. You honestly don't think communication's a love language?
No, Brock. No.
If this woman wants to be your best friend and talk to you every day and you ignore her, you think you're going to be together with her? Dude, I don't care what any of you
I'm on
guys
the
say.
fence, guys, because there's the 5
Let's
love
hear it.
languages. There's the 5
Yeah.
love languages, and one of them is quality time. Quality time can be communication.
100% communication.
But it's not
Hanging
one of
out,
the
bro.
Quality. You're not going to hang out with your woman without talking to her, dude.
Dudes hang out with each other, you know. We
Dude,
can
when
just
you
go through the
when
time.
I ask a lady, I
We
said,
just
"What's your
talk
love
about it.
language?" She's not saying, "Oh, communication."
Well, you want to
Come
know.
on, man.
Okay. Go through the love
sounds
languages
strong,
again.
bro.
Go.
So
Hold on.
There's acts of service.
Okay.
Acts or there's a what is it? Acts of service. Then there's
We're all
physical
failing
touch,
at this, guys.
Physical
Yes.
touch.
Yeah.
There's words of affirmation.
Right.
There's gifts
Right.
and
And-
quality time.
Right.
Yes.
Words of affirmation and quality time go hand in hand with communication.
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from,
Yeah.
but to Brian's point, it's not one of the listed 5.
That's what I was going
Love
It's the
languages.
number one listed.
It doesn't say communication.
Yeah.
Quality
Look at the book.
time is
But
communication.
we're talking about the book, Brian. I mean, bro.
Okay, let me ask you. If you take a 5-hour trip with your woman, you guys are hanging out. Let's say you're going to go to the Smoky Mountains. You hold on.
I know where you're going with
You're
this.
turning around. You're going
I know
to the
you're going with
Smoky
this.
Mountains. You're going to have a good time with your woman. You're going to sit in the car for 6 hours and not talk about everything.
I'm telling you, anybody who's been in a relationship for a long time with somebody, they realize that there are, in fact, some times where silence is golden.
Silence
There
is golden
sometimes
at
where
times.
there is sometimes where it's just, hey, we're just cruising, looking around, really not talking at all,
Yeah.
having a good time.
Right, but
Sometimes
that,
silence is golden, man.
no, for
Yeah.
sure. But that whole entire trip, like communication, I think communication is the backbone of what keeps a relationship together.
It has to.
It has to, Brian.
See, I think quality time is your undivided attention to that person at that moment. And if you want to talk, fine. If you see what I'm saying, so that doesn't mean you're communicating the whole time. Whatever that undivided attention you're giving to her at that moment, then that falls under what, if she wants to talk, then you can talk. If she wants to hug and cuddle, whatever it may be.
That's physical touch.
And people call us at 303-477-5600. Tell us if we're wrong. I think communication is the number one part of the 5 love language. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
The one where I fail to do, and I should do this more, is writing notes to my wife, because she really loves notes, just simple notes, because they're intimate and personal, and it's something she can hold on to.
I think what's kind of ruined the note taking thing or the note thing is text messages.
But
But
that's-
just jot it down.
But isn't that still communication?
It is.
Because you can write out how you feel, your thoughts. Because
Yeah.
there's some guys who and we'll get right to Brian. Brian, go.
So, Heath, what you're telling me is your woman's going to wake up for Valentine's Day and she's going to have some love notes on the mirror when she goes into the bathroom, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Probably so.
Okay.
Probably tomorrow.
So there you go. That's communication.
You know who taught us the worst, actually, is Al Bundy. If you watched...
Married with children.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how would you ignore Peg,
Guys, I honestly think that if you were to go in front of like a marriage counselor or anything like that, and I think that's the reason why people do, it's because I think that marriage counselor or that psychologist gets you to open up and talk.
Makes it a safe place, too.
Makes it a safe place, right? Because sometimes people who are so contentious with each other say hurtful things that
when you
once
have
it comes out of your mouth, you ain't taking it back, dude.
But yeah, when you have that mediator for those that need it, and sometimes things just get too far gone.
Yeah.
That's why there's mediation for like business dissolution or contractual things. Landlords and leasees.
Yeah.
I mean, there's mediators, people who help them explain their point.
And people, if you've been married for a long time, call it 303-477-5600, because I think communication is number one. For Valentine's Day, if you're going to know your woman's love language, ask her.
You have to.
You have to.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But as guys, we think it is.
No, I think sometimes women think that too.
I agree with that.
They want you to read their mind, and it's like, well,
God, this is good, man. Brian doesn't think it's part of the love language. Heath doesn't think it's part of the love language. What do you think?
I mean, it's a part of love. I don't think it's a love language according to the book. But you know, communication ranks really high. I mean, if you're not having any type of communication, then what in the world are you even doing together?
Oh my God! No! He's right. That is really deep, dude. That's deep, dude.
I think communication is one of the main reasons people are getting divorced.
Oh my God, dude! I wish we would have started with this.
I think I talked about this last time, where my friend had just got married, and they were like 2 years into the marriage, and they were at each other's throats, and.
Yelling's not really communicating, though, is it?
No.
Yelling.
Well, anyway, he goes to marriage counseling, and it was a simple solution. Like, they talked about it, they communicated about it, and I talked to my friend who said it was the easiest thing for them to reconcile, and they changed it, and they're married today.
I got a question for you, B. I got a question. How does one reconcile when you speak a different language from your lover?
Guys,
can two people communicate thoroughly when they have different native tongue?
Oh man.
Guys, I think when it comes to Valentine's, I think a man should sit down with his woman and say, "Hey, what is it that you want for Valentine's? Do you just want me to be here? Do you want to go out? Do you want?" And I think she'll be straightforward with you.
Or offended.
Or that's the truth.
Yeah,
that's the truth. He's right. He could very well be offended.
Well,
but at least you know at that point.
I agree, man. Because the problem is sometimes people want to be, they want to be spur of the moment or ingenuity, come up with something.
Yeah.
But that's not fair to the person who comes up with it if it gets slapped down, like those flowers from your ex.
Yeah.
If that gets slapped down, because you did your best and you got slapped down. So I don't know. I think it is worthwhile to ask somebody what they want, and you don't have to ask them the day of. You could ask them months in advance.
But I guess that works for Christmas too. I mean, like, instead of just winging it and saying, "Oh, I think this person likes that," why don't I just ask them what they want? But because I think men are so like. We're inside. We look inside more than we voice our stuff.
So think about this. Sometimes, I guess what we really should be looking at is throughout the whole year, there's these little things that she looks at, right? There's a scripture in the Bible where it basically talks about wherever God looks, that's where I want to look. So whatever you're looking at, God, that's what I want to look at. I think if we're with our significant others, whatever they look at, that's probably something we should be looking at through the year. That way we're not having to ask that question on, because it sort of demeans, or minimizes, that effect when you're basically asking, a month or a few days from Valentine's, like, "Hey babe, what do you want?" We should be able to look.
If you got a blind woman and she's always bonking into walls and doors and stuff like that, what you gonna get her? Glasses, man. Glasses.
I mean, honestly, guys, if there's no communication in a relationship, how can it survive?
How can it?
I'm mind boggled that we don't think communication is at the top.
I wouldn't be communicating to her about, what she wants for Valentine's Day.
Well, what would you communicate to her about?
You should already know her love language.
No, that's what I'm saying. Guys do not every guy knows his woman's love language.
How can you not?
Because he's not communicating. He's not opening up and talking and saying, "Hey, this guy, man, I wish we had another hour on this show, man. This is deep."
Yeah,
people call it.
And we're talking about love languages. If you don't know about love languages, there's a book called The 5 Love Languages, right? Mm-hmm. So check it out, I guess. It's a really good book.
Yeah, no. Excellent book. Mm-hmm. I still believe that quality time, words of affirmation, are communication, and I think it's at the top. I know you guys disagree with me, but
I didn't say I disagree.
I think it's because I think look at it. Yeah. Wars can be prevented off of communication. Yeah. Divorces can be stopped off of communication.
Or lack thereof.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is if I'm communicating with my woman, I'm not falling madly in love because we're talking.
How do you figure you're not? You're opening up your heart and becoming vulnerable. Dude, listen, if you truly love that girl, and this is for every guy listening, if you truly love your woman, you'll open up and be vulnerable. Because if you're not willing to be vulnerable, it's never going to happen.
I just think communication is for direction. Like if something's going bad in our relationship, they say you communicate what's going on, what's wrong.
Is there a psychologist out there that can come on our show next week? Like, this is
we're
deep.
out of time.
See y'all later. Man, God, I wish we had more time on
Thanks
this,
so
dude.
much. Have a good time.
Good, that was good, man.
What did we do? Whoa,
God, that was
that was
good,
a hard
bro.
close, man.
Dude,
That was
we
a hard
argued
close.
to the